Good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, whatever you are, guys. Piotr here. This is Light Forex Global YouTube channel. It's the 12th of March, Thursday, meaning it's a ECB day. The main question is if Lagarde can do anything that the market will listen, right? It was easier with Draghi, with Super Mario, because we knew that, whatever it takes, but euro has to go down, right? And well, if you remember, quite a few times we are doing the live trading room, and we are trading Super Mario Draghi, right? They're looking for the opportunities to sell the euro. Well, today it might be a little bit different, right? Much tougher case for Lagarde, so it's gonna be like big test for her. Draghi used to say when he was a head of ECB, he used to say, well, ECB got unlimited amount of the tools, so it's time to test this unlimited amount of the tools. What's the true? Probably not many possibilities, not space to make a big move. Well, that might provide short-term relief rally for euro in case Lagarde will not deliver. But without a further delay, let's have a look what we have on the charts. Okay, guys, let's start with euro dollar. Well, no doubt about where we are. That's the monthly chart, and as you can see, red dotted line, meaning that we were lower at the beginning of the year, we went higher, and right now we at yearly open, right? So let's have a look what we have on the smaller time frame on the euro dollar. Well, I do like these upper shadows. Well, fantastic upper shadows, right? So we are not gonna to discover America. We were discussing that I've been selling euro. I've been building a very small position. I've been trading from the intraday perspective, but I took partial profit. I still have even some from the lower levels based on the long-term strategy. I'm going to explain in a second. But overall, I took some profit, I cut some losses. Anyway, my exposure into the ECB is a little bit lower. Would be great to have this type of the end of the day with the possible above the yearly open, but two upper shadows. And then tomorrow, for example, another attempt to rally, which could be rejected with this type of the candle again tomorrow, when it come to the visualization, right? And of course negative body. So this type three candles, that would be amazing. So well, I'm still looking to sell euro dollar, right? I'm still looking to sell euro dollar. So Piotr, why you took some profit? Because I do expect some kind of the bounce, or like that can bounce or relief rally, either towards daily open, either towards yesterday daily open, or somewhere close to this upper shadow. So I'm looking for some kind of the let's call it relief rally, right? Meaning that market may try to show, okay, we are not buying Lagarde, right? Because probably for sure she's going to try to push euro lower. The question is if she's going to be able to do that. Anyway, I see other things from the chart perspective, right? Why we might see some relief rally on euro, mostly because of where we are. It's not only yearly open, right? It also very important levels when it comes to what we've seen in the past, right? A few days, weeks before. So we have quite nice base over here, right? We have quite nice latest weakness, and if you remember the latest weakness, that was the support for this latest rally to the upside. So overall, we can say easily that we are testing some kind of the support. The thing is that it might end up that ECB is not gonna be that important. What is important right now here, looks like market got the problem with liquidity. That's the huge thing, right? Anyway, 2,600 on the S&P, that's also a huge level. So overall, I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of the risk rally later on, right? So if you don't like selling euro dollar because of where we are, maybe there is another option, right? If you think that anyway euro dollar is gonna be weaker, there is one cross which might be even more weaker than euro dollar. Of course, we are talking about the dollar Swiss franc, right? And especially the place where we are, right? So it's not accident that I've mentioned that there is no liquidity. There probably gonna be some kind of the intervention either today, maybe tomorrow, towards the weekend. I really don't know. Don't get it as something going to happen for sure, because it might not. But I like what I see here from the weekly chart perspective. The reversal going on. At least I think we might retest some like 50% of the previous week range, right? So it's still the space. So what I'm gonna to look for, let's have a look on the smaller time frame, what we have here. And what I really like, I like this support based on these lower shadows, and the lower shadows are based on where we seen the weakness last time, right? Monday crash, okay? So I really like what I see here, and well, I would prefer that the market is going to end up the day like this, but of course we have still like 10 hours, right? So probably they are going to do plenty of different things, but anyway, I'm going to look to buy dips, right? But in case we are going really to end up the day like this, I'm going to look for the breakout trade with the possible target around 95 on the dollar Swiss franc, right? And really, if we are going to get the support from the, I don't know, plunge protection team, right? So maybe Fed will call plunge protection team, and we will see some kind of the risk rally. I don't know. So overall, I'm looking for a stronger dollar, right? But let's get back for a second to the euro, because it's still ECB day. In case you are euro bull, so you think that anyway dollar is gonna to lose the ground, so right here, right now, the levels I've been mentioning a second ago that might work as a support, that's something where you want to try to take the opportunity when it comes to the long side, right? Well, if you're still seeing those two upper shadows and this engulf, if you are still looking to buy euro, you almost like the Braveheart, right? So be very careful, guys. There is a liquidity issue on the market, no doubt about it. The volatility is still high, so in that case, I know that everyone wants to make the fortune based on what we have right here, right now. The truth is that you can lose the fortune, right? So lower your exposure a bit, because there is a problem to try to trade with the very tight stops. That's what we usually do during the live trading rooms. But with this type of the volatility, well, that's the challenge, guys, right? So be careful, lower your exposure, maybe make the stop simply wider, and of course be safe. Don't be trapped, react quickly. Guys, it was my pleasure to make this update for you. If necessary, we are going to have another one after ECB press conference. So again, don't be trapped. Have a great New York session and see you around. Thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.